Hey Berto, how's it going? I'm back for week 4 update, and just wanted to go over the highlights of the week, some of the issues that we had, and just go over it in general. Starting off with training, this week was probably the best week I've had so far on training on this program. For whatever reason, I really felt great in the gym and outside of the gym. Energy was good. My mood was good. There really wasn't, I was feeling, for some reason, I was feeling just better in the gym. Some of my lift highlights, I got, let's look at my spreadsheet. For my squats this week, on my squat power day, I got, 260 for 3 sets of 5, which were pretty easy. I probably had another one in the tank. And then in the last set, I dropped down to 255 for another set of 5. And that felt really good. It felt really good. So my strength on my lifts are obviously still up. There's nothing going down there. I got 80s for incline dumbbells this week. And then I got 185 on flat bench for 2 sets of 10 and a set of 8. And then I did overhead press and I got 120 for 3 sets of 5, which is not bad. It's all on par from where I was. The way I've been doing the kind of the days that I do what is pretty much throughout the week. I'll do 2 power days. So I'll start the week with upper power, lower power. Then I'll do an upper volume, lower volume, and then I'll go back and do another upper power with the different exercises and a lower power with the different exercises. Take the day off. If I need another day off due to schedule or just feeling beat up, I take it. If not, I just go right back into the schedule. And it's been working really well, and it's high frequency. I'm feeling sore, but not too much where it's a detriment in the next workout. So that's been going great. And as far as cardio, the same thing. I've kind of dispersed it in a way where it's not really a factor at all. On 2 or 3 days, I'll do a warm up and a cool down, 10 to 15 minutes, and it gets my 600 calories out of the way pretty easily. Where it doesn't feel like I'm doing any cardio. So that's been awesome also. No complaints there. As far as the nutrition this week, or as far as the, I shouldn't say nutrition, because as far as the food and the amount of food, I haven't had a problem at all. I've been feeling, like I said, my energy was great. Everything's been going well, except for some reason my weight loss this week has pretty much stayed stagnant from last week. If you look at the averages, it's pretty much exactly the same. I think it was 0.1 of a difference. A couple of the weigh-ins that I had this morning this week, were done very early because of work. I prefer to get at least 7 hours in between my last meal and when I weigh in the morning, and I didn't have that a few times. So it definitely, I could feel, you can kind of wake up and if it's going to be like a good weigh-in, or if you feel, a little heavier, or for whatever reason you ate, or you have to go to the bathroom but you haven't gone yet, for stuff like that. So, I'm not too upset with it, because even though the scale didn't really drop this week, if I hadn't had the scale and I was kind of just going by feel, how I looked and how I felt in the gym, I would have guessed that I absolutely got tighter, made a little progress. I'm obviously still very fluffy, but if I was just going by morning mirrors, I would have said we made another pound and a half even progress. I definitely felt tighter, and I noted it in the spreadsheet somewhere in the week but for some reason the scale didn't match up. So what I was just thinking, yesterday and then today, even though after my refeed, my weight is now going down. It is going down. Like yesterday, after the refeed, my weight went up to 160 again. It had been in the upper 158s, and then it went to 160, and then this morning it was back down to 159.4. So I'm guessing usually when I have a refeed, it rebounds quite nicely, and we have a new low within 2 to 3 days. So I'm expecting this week for the new weight to be easily now into the 158s, maybe even high 157s. But what I was going to say is, what I was thinking is, we've been in between anywhere from 60 to 65 fat. My ranges for carbs has been 230 to 250, and I've been pretty much at 200 protein. But if you look at the spreadsheet, I've always been at the very high end, usually, of whatever my macro ranges are, especially for the carbohydrates. And I do that because obviously I want to keep as much food as possible while losing weight, and so I keep my performance up. I don't feel restricted, depleted, all of that. However, since I've been at 250, what I was thinking is, instead of being at the top end of my ranges for fat, and so instead of being at 65 and 250, is going back down to hitting the low end of those. So being at, instead of 250, 230 on all days. Instead of being at 65, being at 60. And then for my refeed, which I've been at 475 throughout all my high carb days, going down and going to 450 instead of 475. So I was thinking, that could kind of jolt a little bit, taking a few hundred calories off through the week. And then, like I said, I haven't felt the stress of cardio, so if we wanted to bump that up a little bit just to get my activity level up on more days, that would be fine too. So I'll leave it up to you, but I've been feeling great. I feel like we have made progress, even though things are kind of looking a little different, even though the scale changes have been minor in the last week. But that's what's going on. So just let me know what you think, or if you need any other information or anything. And but yeah, man, that's pretty much it. So I hope you're putting a good, making the most of your last few weeks of off season, because I know pretty soon here you're also going to be in contest prep mode. So excited to see that and see your progress. So anyway, get back to me, and we'll talk soon.